got a fresh cup of coffee ready to take it into the AM.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Did you, want to place an order or something?
I'm your lovely hostess. Feel free to fantasize
Nothing
about
special.
anything you
Just
want.
another beautiful night in the barrio.
Please don't
Really
say
looking
any
forward to
more
going
names.
home. I've got the
The
VCR all
lines are
set
all
up to
full,
record.
so why don't
It's
I
the
pronounce
finale of
some
Abrazos
names?
Prohibidos tonight.
Line 3, you're speaking to me.
Sup, Deb?
And what
No,
have you
of
been
course
up to
not. That's
tonight,
crazy.
caller?
Business is great. Why would we close?
I'm kidding. I messed up, Deb. Woo!
What's the occasion?
Jesus Christ, that's awful. So typical of
Touche.
people these
Hey,
days.
Deb.
Nobody respects the Lord's house anymore. It's just like the war on Christmas, you know?
Yes, General?
Oh, man. I had this amazing idea.
No,
you ready
the owner
for
and me,
that?
we're good
All
friends. She would have
right.
told me if I needed to look for a new job.
Those problems we've been having in the Mideast?
Yes. Those damn Virginians.
Oh, sure. It's so nice to make new friends.
figured
Let me
this
know if you
out,
want
right?
anything. I'll get you the employee discount.
If we want peace in the Mideast, think about it. What makes people peaceful? Smoking this is...
Sorry, no clients right now. Trying to wrap some things up. Have to come back tomorrow. The hell is that supposed to mean? You threatening me? This is East LA, you moron. You think I'm not prepared to deal with some small-time punks like you? Okay. Talk fast then. Before I change my mind. Are you kidding me? It may not be prime real estate now, but I see something everyone else has missed. I've seen this before in East Hollywood. I've seen it in Brooklyn. This neighborhood is about to get the yuppie treatment. This shitty barrio is about to blow up. I'm gonna make a killing when I finally clear-cut that whole block. That can't be right. I've looked it all over, up and down. You think I'm some kind of idiot? I don't know who sent you, or what you're trying to get from manipulating me, but I think you should just leave before someone gets hurt. Oh, really? I'm not some clueless amateur when it comes to real estate. Take a look at this appraisal and tell me, wait, you're right. None of this makes any sense. I've made a terrible mistake. I'll be bankrupted, ruined. Someone must have tampered with my paperwork, altered some records. It's the only way. You're right. I think I need to get out of this town and never come back.
I see you've come to haunt my haven. Tell me, child, have you resolved our quest? Has the so-called developer been sent to meet his fictitious maker? Hallelujah! Truth prevails over false idols yet again, and the Church of Hazel Tomes stands another night in all its glory, a beacon to the undesirables and deplorables of the world. Well done, fledgling. And did you inquire into the persistence of the matter? What drives a man so tenaciously towards his own doom? Truly, the world deals in mysteries that not even Hazel Tomes and his disciples are meant to unravel. But those with an eye for the world beyond this one have ways to search for the verity of it all. I believe you've given me something to sink my curious fangs into. You've proven yourself a loyal disciple. Please, allow my adorations to ordain you into our unholy congregation. But tell me, do you wish to truly earn a place among this pack?
I'm not listening to you! Shut up! Shut up!
Not today.
Solve the big mystery yet, Sherlock? Yeah? Spit it out. No mames. You sure? You really fucking sure? 'Cause Joaquin's my boy. I never thought he'd put a knife in my back. I hate to put his name on a bullet, but here we are. See? Joaquin's my boy, so he'll have a head start before the Kings come to collect on that debt. In case I never catch up with him, did he ever say anything about where the drugs went? A la gran puta. I really needed this problem to fix itself. Just this once, but you gotta know when to cut your losses. Selling the crap from the reserves is never easy like pushing the pure stuff. And we'll have to double up on protection. If somebody wants to cut into our market, they're gonna be hurting as badly as I am. You seem solid, though. Tell me, do the Kings have a new enforcer rolling with them? Claro que sí. I don't know much about you, but the Kings got your back, okay? You better let Victoria know what's up. I still got business to get to tonight. Yeah? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Quién? She's the big jefa. Been rolling with the Kings for as long as anyone can remember. Everybody has to answer to Queen Victoria's evil eye. Between you and me, I'm about ready for that bitch to catch a bullet. It's nothing personal. No, she's fucking stone cold. But she's fair and nobody fucks with her. She's earned her respect. But, you know, as long as she's at the top of the ladder, nobody else can climb any higher. Yours truly included. I just want a chance. A chance to be more than just another thug. I want my chance to call the shots. Because I'm smarter than that. I've watched others try and fail. I've seen their mistakes. She doesn't just put down traitors and fuck-ups. She makes examples of them. One vato didn't like her attitude, managed to put a bullet in her once. She shrugged it off, like a paper cut. The things she did to him next. We Kings, we don't like to talk about that night. Well, I started with the Kings. Man, it's been like at least 10 years now. Anyways, she was in charge then, and the OGs back in the day were still talking about her like we are right now. It's anyone's guess. Funny thing, it's like she hasn't aged a day. Yeah, that's another thing. How does she keep her fingers in everything when I hardly ever see her around? Nobody does. Only really comes around as she has to, when serious shit is going down. Just a few of the boys ever really talked to her. Something about those muchachos? They got bad juju or something. Makes my asshole pucker up whenever they come around. Yeah? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Quién? I stopped going to church a long time ago. I don't really know ese, but I heard some creepy shit about that place. We used to have this customer come around, Juan. He decided he was going to get cleaned up, stop using. He thought the church could help him out. It did for a while. Then he came scrambling back around the projects one night. Said he needed something to forget what he'd seen. When he finally chilled the fuck out, he started telling he was hanging around inside the church when that preacher, Hazel, found out one of Juan's buddies was using again. He said the old preacher went into a fit, cursing and damning his friend, all fire and brimstone and shit, right? His buddy fell to the floor and started rolling around, talking in tongues. His buddy finally gets off of the floor with this blank look on his face, you know? He takes out a knife and starts cutting and stabbing it to his arm over and over again, screaming something about having to get the poison out. Then that preacher leans over, looks Juan right in the eye, and smiles before he rips the guy's throat open with his bare teeth. Shit. I don't know if I believe it. Probably just some whacked-out junkie telling some tall-ass tale. But el padre, something ain't right with him. Now that you mentioned it, I haven't seen Juan around in a while. I hope he's doing okay. Yeah? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Quién? She's my fucking sister, cabrón. Why are you so curious about her, eh? You been checking her out? Hey, she's my kid sister. I gotta look out for her. She doesn't have nobody else. I'm just working my ass off to keep her off the streets. Keep her safe. So don't you get any ideas about her, right? She doesn't need no more cholos like me in her life. Yeah, I get that. She's got big dreams. But Ariana's always had her head in the clouds. She wants to fix the whole world. Or at least this hood. But, you know, God loves to laugh at our plans. You can't change the hood any more than you can change the fate carved out for us. Just keeping it real, way. I was her age once. If I had a dime for every time someone told me I deserved a better opportunity, I could have retired years ago. Maybe my sister bought that lie. But I don't need anyone's pity, because I know the pendejos that love to spit that shit out never really gave a fuck about us in the first place. Ah, word got around, eh? Mierda. I always tried to protect her, but I guess she wants to wear big girl panties, eh? I still don't understand it. I give her everything she needs. Why she gotta go make a whore of herself? All she had to do was ask, that's all. I'd give her whatever money she needed. No chingues. ¿Por qué? How? Muchas gracias. I guess. No te entiendo, pendejo. Yeah? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Quién? I'm just a vato from the 323 trying to survive. There's not much to know. Shit. Can you believe I was gonna be a U.S. Marine? Look at me now. Sure, I'll kill a man. But you think I'm gonna run a 5-minute mile with this gut? Ni madres. Yeah, I had it all figured out. But when Mom, God bless her, left us, somebody had to look out for mi hermana. Money doesn't make itself, you know? What else was a kid like me supposed to do? Vete al carajo. You ask a lot of questions. If you really want to know, mi madre, God bless her, she was a fucking drunk. But she never deserved what Dad did to her. That's why I put a knife to that chango. Chased him off. Ariana didn't ever need to see that shit. Oh, that. I picked most of these up doing time. Check this out. You know what this symbol is? This is my heritage. Aztec warrior. See? He's fierce, bold, a real chingon. Yeah? ¿Qué pedo? This is East LA, güey. This is nuestro nido, where the Latin kings rule. But see, this is more than just a hustle. This is home. We take care of everybody. The puercos mean shit here. You need protection, you come to us. You know, most of that stuff, I just can't talk about it. I used to be a soldier, holding a corner, making people disappear. But I did my time. Now I'm OG. And I can call the shots around here. At least a little bit. The new kids, they listen to me. If it's up to me, this is just business. I don't really care for the violence like some vatos. Nah. I keep things clean, play it safe. I try to not make anybody, do nothing they're not gonna be regretting later. But, you know, sometimes, está cañón. Mierda. Lately it's been bad. Like real bad. Every night somebody's up at St. Mary's or the morgue. Seemed like it must be Crips, Bloods at first. Somebody trying to move on our turf. Pero no. There's no tags, no threats, and nobody's moving in. It's something else. No, never heard of them before. It's a gang? You sure? I think it's an Aztec name, no? Yeah? ¿Qué pedo?
You're back. Tell me, what became of my stolen drugs and the thief that took them? Fine. Perhaps in the agony of their lives' final moments, they'll understand their mistakes. Now, what do you mean the drugs are up in thin air? Tell me, does the Camarilla tolerate excuses? Because in the Sabbat, these sad, feeble excuses won't get you far. No, excuses can be quite bad for your health, quite dangerous indeed. Never mind it. Money can buy more drugs, but no money in the world can buy more time, as the Dark Father's arrival grows closer and closer. Tell me, though, how did Arturo handle himself with this matter? I see. It's good to know whether the cattle are serving their purpose or not. You've proven yourself useful. Maybe I judged you too quickly. Settle into the nest, if it pleases you, but return soon. There's still much to be done before we catch our fleeting fate. I intend to do what must be done. Why? Do you doubt me? Suspicions are like bullets, you know. Best kept hidden until they're meant to be used. ¿Me entiendes? Insult me again, and I'll slit your throat and suck you dry myself.
My newest acolyte, I can see that fate walked you to my door step direct, for your timing is impeccable, as it should be. You see, my problems don't end with deceitful lawyers and contractors, but they begin with unwashed hoodlums and riffraff. A certain persistent, problematic vagrant keeps spewing his blasphemous art on the walls of this holy neighborhood.
Going somewhere? Why do you return empty-handed? The sarcophagus must be secured. Our time grows short. Tell me, what vexes you, child? Who? Yes? Ah, the young Setite. Despite her ethnic impurities, the promise she shows is almost intoxicating. She is ruthless, sharp, and astute. Most importantly, she understands our crusade against the Dark Fathers, the significance of it, perhaps more acutely than most. The progenitors of her bloodline, the followers of Set, openly acknowledge the existence of their Dark Father, the Serpent God. Victoria and her kind see the wisdom of the Sabbat, averting the resurrection of such an abomination, while the followers so willingly carry out his wishes. She fights with tenacity because she knows she fights for truth. Who? Yes? The mad preacher, behind the curtain of his particular zealotry, lies a violent, unpredictable man. Exactly what the Sabbat needs from the Malkavian. And yet, more than once I have gleaned unknowable foresight from his vain ramblings. Listen closely, child. Perhaps you shall as well. Malkavian. The madness that burns through their veins is a tool, just as fire incinerates any that touch it. It's as true to the wielder's enemies as it is to the wielder himself. Hazel has capitulated to the blaze completely, and is a force of nature ready to be unleashed on the Camarilla. Only one caution. Stay clear of the flashpoint. Who? Yes? Tell me, what vexes you, child?
Where to?
You're back. I'm glad. Let's abandon any resentment, any suspicion between us. Instead, help me find a place for you among this pack. Generosity isn't a mood that finds me often, but tonight she's knocked on my door. I'd like you to answer her call, and indulge the night's more euphoric vices. Normally, my product sells itself, but lately, well, business has fallen to the wayside. Customer loyalty can't be bought except with charity's grace. I won't be selling anything, no. I think some of our customers have forgotten what leads their wavering hearts. What they need is a taste to remind them. Take these needles. Hand them out to the barrios desperate and depraved. Many seek guidance from the false prophet Jesus as a path to freedom from our bonds. Find those weak-willed hypocrites and show them their heart's true desire. It's your face that will earn their debt. It's you they'll be begging for more. You wouldn't like a handful of lost souls at your beck and call? Bueno, as I said, take this to the church and herd our flock back where it belongs. How can I brighten your mind tonight, K-Knight? Living among those Camarilla licks. I'm sure there's plenty of the Sabbat you don't understand. We are not thugs, monsters, and mongrels as they would have you believe. What you'll come to know is that we are a sect of ritual and fraternity. See, the rituals of the Sabbat define us, as individuals, as a pack, as a sect. The rites are as many as there are followers of the Sabbat, but some are known to all. The creation rites, which you've conveniently ignored. For now. The Pala Grande, the bloodbath. All are importante, pero none so much as the Valdri. Some mistake it for a binding ritual, but that could not be further from the truth. We take in each other's vitae to unite the pack. As a single soul, we become more capable, more lucid than we could ever hope to achieve alone. We cement our kinship in blood, liberating ourselves from our elders. It is the ultimate brotherhood, the ultimate freedom. Of course not. But unlike the Camarilla, who would hide their contempt and strife behind deceitful smiles, the Sabbat have the courage to confront their conflict, face to face, mano a mano. We have the right of manomancy. Ritual combat. When two members of the Sabbat reach an impasse, with the pack priest's blessings, the two rivals battle to the death. The rules of engagement are as varied as the conflicts themselves, but the last Cainite standing gets final word on the matter. No, but as a pack priest I once presided over the duel between a pander and the Losombra that loved to press his buttons. The keeper never saw an equal in the pander, so one night it was finally enough. Their problems were solved inside a car compactor with 2 chainsaws. The pander won. Perdón, our name for the clanless of the Sabbat. Some do not recognize them as true Sabbat, or give them the respect they deserve. I have seen their strength and resolve. I saw it that night. How can I brighten your mind tonight, Cainite? Tell me, who? He's a fool, but a loyal one. I keep him scraping in the dark, a servant of the Sabbat, that he never finds his way to death's door until I claim the time is right. When he grows cold enough to the mortal world, perhaps he too can be warmed by the serpent's fire. He's been with the kings long enough to know there's greater powers at work, but he's blinded by his desire's gleam. He can't see the line between myth and misfortune. Tell me, who? Do you want to hear a beautiful lie, or can you swallow the jagged truth? He is an unwelcome intruder. East LA has been my domain for decades. He brings his filthy pack and unwashed herd to the mission under the guise of asylum? No. A man with that ambition wants all that his greedy eyes can see. I know that he will. With the bishop gone, he'd be a fool not to. Like all within the ranks of the Sabbat, we share a common goal and a common enemy. He is a welcome ally within our domain. Tell me, who? See? His deity is the dollar. Fool. He's too young to have learned that the dead don't deal in cold currency. Let him cling to mortal vices. The shadow he casts is no imposition to me. Like any nomadic Sabbat, he'll forever be a servant to his host. He tempted my hand, but no true harm was done. A brother in the Sabbat, I couldn't move against him openly. In you I found the discretion I sorely needed. I owe you that, Cainite, and I will not forget what you did. Tell me, who? See? Time and again the Archbishop's earned my respect. He understands the Sabbat's true purpose. I would kill and die for him. A sword to cut the Dark Father's strings that pulls us nightly. He and I speak in perfect harmony of what must be done in these final nights. If he's as fallible as you think, then know that I am not. I trust my Archbishop. If you're wise, you'll guard your doubts more closely. Tell me, who? See? There's more than just a simple chola behind this painted glare. But I think you know that already. What do you really want to know? Some would say I am a daughter of Set, but I am heretic among those corrupted members of my bloodline that swear fealty to the sleeping Egyptian blood god that birthed my clan. No, I've seen the true serpent's light. The followers are an ally to no sect, but I know the true danger of their dark father, Seth. I know there are monsters that can and will destroy this world without a second thought. I know that the Sabbat's battle against them is righteous and true. The lessons of the old gods would be lost on you. It's enough you know they are real, powerful, terrible things that dwarf even the descendants of Cain himself. I have glimpsed Shikowat with my own eyes, and he demands adoration. As a girl, I never believed my grandmother's tales of the fifth son, the world's creation. It was nothing but an old woman's mad ramblings. But in the first dance of fire my pack led me through, the turquoise lord himself appeared to me in Nawali form, the fire serpent Shikowat. It was his gifts that pushed me through that night and every bit of vitae I ever shed. It's all my tithings to him. Perhaps it doesn't matter. I know what's true, and more importantly, unlike the followers of Seth, I know that the grandchildren of Cain are an affront to all creation, no matter the path your spirit walks.
Where to? We are here. There is something troubling you? If that is your decision,